And we're back, and we're moving into our final conversation for today. And this is a very important one because we are talking about trends for Christmas. We have with us on set Jaime Correa of Confetti Belize. Good morning.
Hi, morning Marlene, morning Isani.
Morning.
So Jaime, first of all, we want to say beautiful tree this morning. This is a product of yours that you've put together for us for this season. So let's talk about what you have here.
Okay, first of all, we started the colors.
Yeah.
Basically, one of the evolving and one of the trending colors this year, a couple of them, is actually the whole concept of going traditional. Obviously, we've seen all kinds of colors coming up over the past years. We've seen oranges, we've seen black, we've seen every shade of color that you want.
Yeah.
And this year, everything is stepping back to tradition. So traditionally, red, white, and green have been the colors of choice. And that is why we decided to incorporate that. I mean, we want to take the kids from now back into an era where we grew up, what Christmas was like and stuff like that. Obviously, we do add a little bit of a modern twist and stuff, but the colors generally remain red, white, and green.
Yeah. Green is always tricky to pull off on trees because your tree is green.
Yeah.
I had that disaster one year. It's like without the lights, you don't see anything. Yeah.
That's right. What I did in this tree is incorporate a different shade of green than the tree so that then it becomes more noticeable.
Okay. And you're looking at different colors, different sizes, different shapes. Just give us the basics once again. How do you start off in knowing how you want to put the tree together?
This tree, I can definitely say is a pride and joy because it comprised of recycled ornaments. Every year we see flocks of people going to the store, purchasing all new ornaments, all new lights, all new ribbons. This year, because we're going traditional, everybody has a little bit of ornaments from past years and stuff like that. So we tried getting ribbons, sprays, flowers, ornaments that we previously used and incorporate them to create the look that we wanted. The only thing that we purchased were these small little ornaments. Everything else is recycled. We're big in recycling. We're big in reusing. So everything on the tree is something that we had previously owned.
For the most part, many homes do recycle, correct? Because once you've purchased a Christmas tree and all the ornaments and the lights and everything, when the season is done, you put it away. You use it again the following year. And you'd perhaps only purchase new items if
add-ons.
Add-ons, or in an event where something broke, something goes broke, or you know, that sort of stuff. So in terms of being able to promote the traditional aspect, as you're saying, how do you do that if, for instance, last year you purchased a lot of whites or a lot of other colors and you're looking to add on this year?
Okay. Well, one of the main things about the tree is that it's supposed to reflect your personality. It's supposed to reflect your tastes and things that you like. So if you had only white, then that means if you're going to go purchase, then just include a little bit of the traditional colors. But who says traditional is red, white, and green? That could be what we hypothetically know overall as being traditional. But if you grew in a family where the tradition was blue and white, then by all means, I mean, you can incorporate the blue as well. So it really depends, again, on your personality and your taste. It's just the overall concept that because the tree is green and the red and the white always complemented with the poinsettias and stuff like that.
You could use the ribbons too, right? Like you've always said that ribbons are a great way to accentuate.
Yes, ribbons are a great way to accentuate. The key about ribbons is using different sizes, different colors, and different textures. That is going to create a difference in the tree. It's going to create depth so that then you can see a different the overall look will come out very different.
And all you do is use the tree itself to keep the ribbon in place. There's no big trick about it.
No big trick about it. To keep intertwining it around the tree, around ornaments. In this case, what I did is that I did the lights first. Then, believe it or not, the tree is full of tinsel. all the way inside.
I don't see it. Oh,
all the way inside.
It's properly hidden.
So that it gives a little bit of shimmer when you look at it. Thereafter, we added the small ornaments, the big ornaments, the ribbons, and lastly, the loops.
Oh, wait, you put small ornaments first?
Yes.
Oh.
So that I know that they have enough space for hanging and they fall very loosely.
Okay. So what's one thing that you don't want to do when you're putting up your Christmas tree? What's a mistake that you see people make that they can avoid?
I do not like, personally, I do not like patterns. I do not like seeing the tree with just a string of ornaments in one direction or lights in a given direction.
Yeah.
But again, if that reflects your personality, then by all means. That is just one thing that I don't like really doing.
Yeah.
I like something more of a eclectic feel for things to like just work and blend with each other rather than forcing it with each other.
What if you have like just a little too much decoration on the tree? Can there be such a thing? Because I don't know, like for me personally, if I'm watching a tree, I don't want too much of any one thing on there. It's supposed to reflect a certain balance.
Yeah, I believe that there is a certain balance. As in everything, if you put too much sugar in your coffee, it clouds you. So I think the same thing would happen with ornaments. If there's just too much of something, you will see it and it won't be visually appealing.
Yeah.
Again, but if that goes with your personality, then
I think it's once the tree makes you happy. Like that's what we want to work towards.
You walk into a place or you walk into someone's living room and they have their tree and you have lights, decorations, cards, you could barely even see the tree.
Yeah.
I think that's overwhelming. Like you have to have some sense of, okay, this is still a Christmas tree.
The tree becomes the focal point of many homes during Christmas, other than it's the area where all the gifts are stored. So keeping it, again, visually appealing is very important. I mean, there are other ways of displaying cards. Maybe you have a small table where you can stand them up so that they can also be visible. So it really depends on the size of space that you're working with and all of that. Because if you have a very small 3 or 4 foot tree, it doesn't make sense to stock up all the cards in there as well.
Absolutely. Well, I want to touch on some of the unique things you did here. First of all, let's start with the skirt, because that was one of my stresses this year. I couldn't get a skirt that matched, but you just made it so easy.
Well, basically what I did is again, with the whole concept of recycling, what's the use of going to spend $100 and $150 on a tree skirt? All I did is I had excess white fabric at home. So basically all I did is cover the base of the tree and tucked it in nicely so that it covers it. And at the end of the day, it contrasts the red and the green of the tree. So I think it worked well here.
No, it looks great when you watch it on the camera. And then the top. We have moved away from the traditional star to just about anything, and this looks great.
For a couple of years now, I haven't really been using a star. Again, because you have to go and purchase a star. You have to go find an angel. Then you have to go figure out how to plug in the electricity from the angel, running extensions all the way up
and
there.
make sure it's straight, because it never stays straight.
And because the trees, it has a point, a peak, then it starts moving left or right. So basically, all I did was put some sprays in there. Again, those I had from previous years, and I think it complements the tree and the overall dynamics of how the tree played itself. I did include some flowers, some poinsettias. I had them in white and I had them in red. These are magnolias. So they just fit in.
So this is what we're seeing a lot of red trees.
Red, white, and green.
It's nice.
Anything else new for this Christmas that you need to keep us updated on?
I do think that, again, the tree plays a very important part of every home. And even if you're not all that big into Christmas, putting a small tree does create some sort of impact in the home. There's no rule in terms of decorating. There's no rule to saying what all you should not put. There's even a trend right now where all you do is put lights on the tree and put very small wooden ornaments and stuff like that, which brings the whimsical and the, things in the past.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that everybody put something to create that ambience. It does create something warm for the home. It does create something warm for the office.
You're still providing services for persons who may need assistance with.
Right now, we're fully booked. We're fully booked. And that is why it's good that we have these shows so that we can show a little bit of what people can do at home.
I got to touch on another one. Lights. What's the right balance for lights? Can you put too much light? I know you can definitely put too little lights, but can you put too much lights?
You can put too much lights. What I did here to balance it is
you have two sets of.
I put two sets of light.
Yeah,
I put some that are steady, so those have no motion, and then I put some that have motion so that they can flicker a little bit. So it always looks like something is happening on the tree.
Lit. I'm just seeing that because first I only saw the flickering ones, but now I see the other lights.
Yes, it has. And even with that, no money, no day. So we have lights, and let's say a piece doesn't work, they come in two sets, a piece doesn't work. What we did is we took them down, tried repairing them, and what we salvaged what we could rather than throwing it away.
Yeah.
So then we saved on lights, and then, people can do that at home. They will say it's time consuming and everything, but everything that's worth it takes time.
No, I think that, and I was telling you before, I think that the time of purchasing brand new decorations each year, you can't be able to do that all the time. And sometimes it's great to just pull back the old colors. Maybe they did red one year, white another year. Now they can do red and white this year.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Anything else strange we're going to be seeing with trees this year?
No, the trend.
I know the skinny tree was in at one point, and
you will see a little bit or a lot much more of displays rather than just as one standing tree. Like here, what we did, we created like a set which we are using all the pine cones that we could get locally. We use those lanterns. Those are reused lanterns. So it's basically creating a little display of everything rather than just one tree in the corner. I think that's going to be very, very key to create that homey effect.
And I have to be honest with you, it's just the red and green makes such a difference.
Yeah.
Like it just feels so much more Christmassy.
It stands out. Like, I believe personally then that I'm more of a traditional person, if that were the case, because these are the colors
Whoever doubted that about you?
Because I know last year when we did the show, it was all white. And it took a while for me to actually...
It ruined you.
Yeah. But then this automatically stands out.
Exactly.
You walk in the room, okay, it's Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the red and the green does that effect.
Yeah.
If you would just take like a scented candle of cinnamon or something, put in it.
That's Christmas. Yeah, you're right. And then you have the black cake smell. Somebody will make a candle of that soon.
Definitely. So definitely, rule of thumb, recycle. Recycle, reuse whatever you have, incorporate it in a different way that you had previously used. And I think that is what's going to create the look for you.
All right. And make sure you get enough lights on there, and you can use different size ornaments, different colors. Ribbons help to fill up space, and also these things, the big things that you put in. What do you
These are actually ribbons too.
They're what?
It's actually a ribbon too.
Oh, that's a ribbon?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a thicker ribbon.
Oh, I thought it came like that.
No. It's a ribbon.
See, that's the kind of skill set I could never have. So, and bows also help to fill up spaces.
Yes.
Did you make those bows?
Yes. Very easy, just making circles, clamping them to the middle, and opening them.
All right. Well, Jaime, it definitely is feeling like Christmas in here. We want to say thank you for dressing this set and for providing us with some of these tips. And I'm very sure there are many more questions people probably have for you. Unfortunately, you are booked out. But I guess what would be your final advice to people before they put up their tree?
Enjoy the Christmas, enjoy the moment of putting up the tree, create that a family moment, and enjoy the 29 more days of the year.
Yeah?
That's all we gotta do.
All right. Thank you so much, Jaime. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and take that final break now, and when we come back, we'll have our wrap-up, so stay tuned.